Well, I definitely saw my audio was peaking then, but hi, we're back. And I have a co-caster this time. Snarf, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty okay today.
This is very last minute, so again, apologies that I've sprung it on you, but thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, all good. Happy to be here.
I'm just gonna invite you to party once before I accidentally ready up for something. Right, so we're gonna throw you into Division C. How much do you know about Division C West in particular?
Not much.
Not much. You
Not
now
a
know
whole
Valcom is
lot.
in it.
I do. I do know both of these teams. I know Valcomer and Crizo.
And we know what map we're going to, which is collectively
Infernal
probably our
Shrine.
least favorite map.
Yay! Woo!
Woo! Oh, how I love Infernal Shrines. I Melvo hope you're doing well. But yeah, it's anyone who knows, well, I think I've cast Infernal Shrines more than any other map, and I think Snarf has now hit the point where she's played it more than any other map in competitive.
And I'm banning it every series, yes.
I need to cast your games if you're banning it every series. I'll be like, ah, excellent, I know this is a safe place for me.
Heck yeah. We have a match tomorrow. If you're free. I don't remember if you do Saturdays or not. Or not tomorrow. 2 days, Saturday.
No, I am with Plasty.
Ah.
I am drinking
On Saturday?
her stream. Yeah. It's her Drunk Haram stream.
Oh. Well, I might have to do that after my NGS game.
Okay, good. No, I've been dragged in this time to make bets against Rock, which could only go well.
Oh hell yeah.
So yeah, we're giving Plasty a break from liver failure and just having me in her place.
Nice.
So it's going to be Rock and I betting each other, and Plasty just hopefully making the correct choice and not failing.
Gotcha.
God only knows. But as much as I regret to say it, we are looking at Infernal Shrines, and I guess you don't really know the teams. So what are you hoping to see from this match? I guess is the big question.
I think like priority picks that I see a lot are like for DPS at least, like Tychus, Mephisto, good on this map. Maybe like Chromie, Vala, Sylvanas. And I'm not expecting to see like any hog or anything. I feel like it should be banned out by whichever team has second pick every time. But you know, maybe they let it through. Maybe there's something else that they're more worried about.
Yeah, you don't see Hogger as, and Mephisto as well, those two you see less at this rank. I think somehow I managed to get you on the day, if we're Division D, just had a Mephisto main just appear out of nowhere. So you're like, oh my god, Mephisto!
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know exactly what people play this time around is going to be the big thing. I know Valcomer does tanks, he likes his Arthas, god knows why, he likes his Anubarak.
Arthas!
Yeah!
Arthas!
Yes!
Wow.
It's a bold choice, some would call it.
I mean, when it works, it works. We got a little wrecked by an Arthas pick yesterday in a scrim.
We're talking about like a main tank Arthas just sitting in the middle things, which as maps go, this is probably one of the better ones you could play Arthas on. Because at least they have to walk into you if you're on the objective early enough, just pushing into the difficult part. Oh yeah, I do think actually CCS do have a Hogger player, now that I think about it. I think Witsend plays Hogger specifically.
Okay. Ah.
I'm slowly remembering names, like I think Northern Touch plays Alarak, now I'm starting to think about it.
Okay. Alarak.
Yeah, I know when it comes to these lower divisions you get some interesting choices where you're like, huh. Okay. So yeah, hopefully it's not one of those. So hopefully you get some of those weirder picks coming out today.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're so popular. Look at you. Snarf is like having people in chat is going, oh my god, I watched you yesterday.
Yeah.
But we should hopefully be ready in a few moments. As I just make sure I actually open my stream back up because I couldn't see my stream chat for a while. I don't know if anyone's actually seen anything. No, they haven't. Good. That's the thing I don't like about doing live casts, is because there is that 30-second delay. I'm like,
right.
I just like talking to people is the problem.
Yeah, the same thing for like I've been thinking about streaming some of our NGS matches, but is a delay required?
It's
or
not
is it just like
it's required for casters. It's not required for players, but you just have to be aware
Got
that
it.
if you then get stream sniped, that's on you.
Right, yeah.
That's always the thing. Like you want to interact with people, but you also don't want someone to go, "Where are they on that? They're going to boss. Cool, let's go there." That's why I'm fine doing 30-second delay because it means that people can't cheat. And Koala,
Right.
thank you for subscribing. Hello. I don't know if you've had your kid yet, Koala. Hopefully you have. Don't know. I know too many people.
Yeah.
I talk to too many people. But I do love meeting new people. But yeah, it was very nice to see you actually stream the other day, yesterday, considering how many months in a row in GGS have I asked you, hey, where can people find you? And you just head hung low in shame going, not yet.
Yeah.
One day, I swear.
One day, I promise. Soon, TM.
No, you haven't had a kid yet. Okay. Sorry, just two things going on at once. Let's go, casters. Hi, McGiblets. Hope you're doing well. So now Snarf can stream on her own as I cast on her own as I slowly get her used to it.
Yeah. I definitely should. Because Valk Slays was wanting to do some casts with me, and now I have like a platform to do it on, so that should be fun if we get around to it.
And then you too can cast GGS with Plastic.
Yeah.
I love the laugh at oh no sound after it. November 19th, cool. Right. I'm just gonna give a quick ask as to whether the teams are indeed ready, just because we are taking a little bit. I know, sometimes it feels like you need to give them a little poke in the right direction. Oh, the poke has worked, hopefully. One team ready. Maybe not the other. Never mind.
We'll see.
I could have probably had a nap between then. I should
Yeah,
have
just
done that.
took a little power nap. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I could take a quick power nap at this point. However, it looks like both teams are ready. Poking the bear works.
Yay.
Woo! Castles have been ready for like 10 minutes. Right. Yep. Hopefully we'll get into it soon then. I honestly can't remember what half these players play, and I can't remember what the other half play, but I guess I have had the luxury of playing against CCS last 2 seasons ago now, and they're relatively unchanged. This version of CCS, not any of the other 10 million versions of CCS.
Right, yeah.
God, that always confuses me. Conflicted, thank you for raid of 14. Right, as we get into Infernal Shrines, let's see how this draft goes. It is C-West, I forgot to update it. God damn it. I see someone say C-West, like, oh, it is. I've had it as C-East for the last 25 minutes, so I don't even have an excuse. Yeah, it's C-West. Yes, it is Snarf, Bob. Never mind, Snarf's in channel as well. Snarf can reply on her own.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Oh, what do we think would be banned? As you said, you'd like to see Mephisto banned, you'd like to see Hogger banned.
Not necessarily like a Mephisto ban this early. That's probably more like a third round or a third ban. Just because I feel like if you pick him too early, you can get heavily countered. And like if you're banning like Chromie and Nubarak in your first 2 bans, and it's like okay, like they want Mephisto. Junkrat's always a good ban. I hate that hero. I hate playing against it. So annoying on these like point controlling maps.
What do you mean?
Just
he's
really
annoying?
Not fun. He's really irritating. You can't say he's not irritating.
I never said he wasn't. Do not get me wrong.
Okay.
Stukov can also be very annoying. Those silence puddles just not wanted by Gambit Gaming as they do ban it out. Which yeah, I should probably shout out. I'm such a bad streamer. I'm fine at casting. I'm bad at streaming. We've done this right. Yes, I have. And Anduin.
Anduin, another healer ban. Nice.
Potentially leads into the idea that they may be doing something more blow-up style. Maybe a variant comp. Yes, all matches that are happening are on current patch. They always have to be. At least I don't know how you would actually play on an old patch for Heroes of the Storm. I don't think that's possible.
I'm not sure.
But yes, welcome.
A Hogger ban, definitely expected.
Yeah. If you just get set up as Hogger on this map, it's really hard for the enemy to step back in. Just because you can just keep spinning and no one can really stop you from doing so. But I guess it comes. What's the first pick going to be? Oh yeah, Joanna. That exists, huh?
Yep.
I was living in a world for a brief moment. I forgot Joanna existed. Don't ever let Valk hear... Valk... Oh god, there's too many Valks. Valk Slays hear me say that, but... We'd say Valkum is literally the one who picked it. Vala picked up. Rightwing picked up. Okay. How do you
Two solid picks. I wonder... I think Brightwing's an amazing healer. Like, top tier for sure.
Because I've heard some things recently that people are saying, like, Brightwing's overrated as well. Which is really interesting to hear.
I think into teams that have like AoE CC, like for example, like Hanzo, Stun, Blessed Shield, stuff like that. Like if you can get a good cleanse or like Sonya Leap, it's all things. Sonya Leap, they're all things that you can, if you get your timing correctly, you can just cleanse the entire group of people, making the ult effectively useless.
Yeah, but now
which feels really, really good. And her mobility is nice. Polymorph is really good.
Sorry for accidentally cutting you off.
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of CC coming out as well, as you have a potentially quite a good CC chain between Leap, Joanna, and Decade, even with follow-up of WE. It's definitely a bit scary if you're things like Vala, who may just get caught out. And we can see Sylvana's oh look, it's your favorite gone. One of your favorites gone.
Yeah.
Chriso is your dad, Striker? Good for you?
Oh.
Oh. But also welcome Eternally Blue.
Cool.
Striker. Interesting, but cute. I have a feeling it's not. I just, at this point, I don't even know what I do. I just say words and hopefully they make sense. Did they make sense often? No. Am I going to say them anyway? Yeah. And Blaze, banned out last. Again, reasonable ban. Is just in general good. Kia ora, Randy. Nice to see you using Moldy. Yes, I have slowly been teaching my friend group some Te Reo Māori, so the language of one of the languages of New Zealand, so they're slowly picking up on it.
Cool. The Diablo.
Good on this map.
Nice combo with Brightwing too.
And Leoric. I'm ready to see Lightning Breath happen. I know it's about to be Lightning Breath.
The Easy Bake Oven.
Easy Bake Oven, let's
with
go.
Entomb.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm very interested to see what that 5th slot will be, though, for the side of Gambit Gaming.
Yeah, I think they could do well with a mage here. Chromie, Mephisto, both look really good.
I think we could do well.
They could also, they could go for, yeah, I agree.
Not Jaina.
Ooh, Jaina.
Zul'jin. I'd like to see Q-Build Zul'jin.
I like those DPS pickups, yeah.
Q-Build Zul'jin could be really good to see. Otherwise, I don't realistically know how easily you kill Diablo. Especially when he gets all the way up there in Soulstones.
I mean, with the Zul'jin though, he could choose to go like Mephisto, sick, yeah. It's a really good pick for them. I was gonna say, it's the Soulstone talented one. What's it called?
Devil's Stew?
The one, yeah. I was gonna say he could go for that instead to give him a little bit more survivability into Zul'jin. Even though it makes him weaker into Jaina. Jaina doesn't really, like, she kind of just tickles him anyway.
Yeah.
So, I think he could go for that instead of Spell Shield because Zul'jin's gonna be his bigger problem.
More than likely, yeah, moving into that late game. Especially if you start to get locked down for a while between Blessed Shield, Sonya Leap, Decade, Root, and Sleep. It could definitely get questionable. So looking at this as it stands, are you kind of leaning towards one team, or do you think it's quite up in the air?
I think I could go either way. However, I think Mephisto is really strong into that team. Like Jaina is very close range. As well as Zul'jin, honestly. They don't have a ton of pressure for the backline unless Sonya's gonna leap on top of like the return shade. But even then, like she might be going in there alone.
Why is for Florida a battle cry?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Florida.
No. Anyway, we should probably introduce the team. So on the blue side of Gambit Gaming, who do we have?
We have Chelsea on Leoric, we have Krizo on Brightwing, Northern Touch on Diablo, and those two names are overlapped. Persimmon on Vala, and Salcero on Mephisto.
And on the other side of things, we do actually have Zephy on the Sonya. Dr. Evil 12 is going to be on Zul'jin, Valkymer, Joanna, 5 aces on the Deckard Cain, and rounding things out is going to be Wit's End on Jaina. I do have to say, I do like that can't Counterpick stupid if they just want to double clear, have a very good way of doing it, just group everyone up, lizard them, move on.
Yeah, the Jaina Johanna combo is really good for clearing those waves.
And Vala is stacking Texas, so no.
Okay. I probably wouldn't have gone auto into that team. I find it really hard to step up into a Zul'jin and Johanna as auto attack Vala, so I probably would have gone Q here, maybe even W. Nice flip and charge on Joanna. They're getting some good damage out.
Iron Skin popped, however, so she can just keep walking out relatively safely. You'll be a little bit late on the actual drop itself. One note that we do see double soap being picked up by the offlaners. We can already see Leoric and Sonya making their way down. Meanwhile, Vala and Krizo have started their own camp for the side of Gambit Gaming.
Definitely going in the favor of Gambit Gaming right now. They're getting that early camp out. If they get the chance, they could maybe burn through that bottom camp.
They have to do it very quick.
Yeah, looks like they stopped for the wave instead. They might... No, they're not going to look at it. It doesn't look like. I would also like to say, I think the longer this game goes, the harder it's going to become for Sonya. I feel like in the early game, it's a pretty even matchup, but late game Leoric, if you land the spooky hand, she can't do anything.
Yeah, spooky hand definitely makes it a lot harder. Oh, Leoric gets chased out the middle by the free squishies that is on the side of can't Counterpick stupid, but no, they're staying around. But this means, yeah, we can see bottom camp is being picked up by Gambit Gaming. That's the team.
Yeah, that's a really nice response from them, seeing everybody mid, just going ahead and ripping that camp.
Very good call by whoever the shot caller is. Yeah, actually, that's a good point, Bob. Leoric went Q on 1. Not Ossian Renewal.
Okay.
This is going to be a scrappy Leoric. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting moving into the later game. But early game is going to struggle a little bit longer just because it doesn't quite have that sustain that Ossian does when you are laning. Otherwise, things note is Subdue being picked up at 4 by Joanna, which I hope it's done soon. Also, hi Nor. I never know just how some Joes get it done so quickly.
The Subdue?
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of think it's luck of the draw. Like I've seen some games where they get it like as soon as they pick up the quest. Most games where they never get it, and then some games where you get it just in a random team fight later on. Even if you don't complete the quest, though, it's still a really great talent.
Also, Iron Skin used by Joanna already, so that is something to note. And she is stepping up the back line, getting a nice slow onto 2. Valkymer very stepped up compared to the rest of the team as Chelsea and Northern Touch are zoning the rest out.
Tons of damage coming out from that Mephisto there. He's getting so much damage on the back line and is still relatively unpressured back there. A lot of damage coming out on Johanna, though, and everybody else. Oof. Zul'jin in a bit of trouble here, not quite able to run away.
I don't think you get out of this if you're Zul'jin at this point. But people are saying maybe we see E build on Leoric if they're going those Qs at 1 and 4. We'll have to see. But yeah, Mephisto, as you see, is doing work so far. Vala, not very stacked, but it doesn't matter if your Mephisto is absolutely shredding everyone else apart.
Yep.
And no one's there to
it's definitely... Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a lot of free push. I'm worried Zul'jin is going to take a Punisher to the face. Hopefully not.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. Okay. They're far enough away, though. Maybe they're okay.
No, they're not. Maybe they are. Oh, my God.
Woo.
Hope you're doing well. I love. But yes, that is a, you probably didn't have to give that building away. Good iron skin by Valka.
Yeah. Yeah, probably not. It's just, it seems like the team was a little focused on doing other things as the Punisher was pushing up, instead of just immediately responding. Meanwhile, Leoric is pushing pretty hard into that top fort too, so they lost the entirety of mid and a good chunk of top as well as the wall up there. This could be a dead Sonya though if she doesn't have leap yet. Yeah, there's no way she makes it out of there.
Yeah, no move speed. Well, she can heal all she wants, but yeah, that's a very hard one to get out of, unfortunately. And
yeah, nice gank from them, and they're still significantly ahead on XP, so this isn't all bad for them.
Oh, in a pretty good spot. Wait, no, Sonya was on the other team.
Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong team.
Wait a minute. I was listening to you and got distracted. Also, yeah, it's been pointed out Jaina went both for mana talents at 1 and 4. I don't know if that means anything to you.
That's not a bad choice. It's not a bad choice, honestly. Like, as long as you take at least one of the mana talents, then you're set. You can take one or both. Like, I'll kind of do whatever. Like, recently I've been taking the Lingering Chill at 1 and then Arcane Intellect at 4. But I've also taken like Globes at 1 and Frostbolt Pierce at 4, or the Ice Barrier or Ice Block, whichever it is at 4. Can also be really good if you're into heavy auto attack teams, or if you're into like a Tracer or something that attacks really fast, just to make sure that everything that hits you is automatically slowed.
Yeah.
They can all be really strong.
You have very clearly played much more Jaina than I have.
I've played a lot of Jaina.
I was like, oh my god. Because I know I go longer slows, Arcane Intellect, Cone, more often than not. That works for me. I'm like, hell yeah. It doesn't always work, but it does sometimes work. Oh, Valkymer gets dismounted, and there looks like both teams have 10, so it's not the end of the world of this.
Looking for this 10 fight.
Shield
Lots
out.
of shield coming out. Not a lot of follow-up coming out. The DPS are really far back, and that's leaving Valkymer in a really bad way here. No shield to kind of let him leave here, and Deckard as well getting slowed by that lightning breath.
Yep. Well, I did say we could expect lightning breath here, and it did come through, but yeah, that was just a little bit too aggressive from the tank there, unfortunately, for the side of can't Counterpick stupid.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have some DPS that are really close range. Oh.
No, goodbye, Whitson. Yep, Jaina goes down. Well, Simon actually doing it down there, but got healed up by Brightwing, unfortunately. Frost armor, that is what it's called. Yep. I was like, I think you're
Frost armor. Yeah.
Can't remember what you said at this point. That's so long ago.
Yeah,
Chelsea
Ice Block is the invulnerable, and oh yeah. This is actually a pretty sketchy invade. This is even talent tiers.
Everyone's up now.
This is in the favor of can't Counterpick stupid. I would like to see them try to take the fight, but it looks like Gambit Gaming is gonna get the heck out of there and just get 13.
I mean, objective's top, so it's not the end of the world giving this camp away, because you can just quickly clear it as it goes underneath. And
yeah, I think they realized it wasn't a favorable fight for them anymore, and so I think leaving was definitely the right call.
However, any fights now are favorable once again, as we see 13s come through, and it is going to be W build from the Auric by the looks of things. Sonya has disappeared to go get Soak as a side note, so it is a 5v4 up here as well.
I would really like to see can't Counterpick stupid just going and pushing a different lane at this point, because this fort up here isn't going to be defendable, and they might be able to get a little bit of value elsewhere, help catch up with the soaking. Looks like we have Jaina going down to middle here, but at this point it's a little late. Yeah.
Yes, leave it at 39. Oh. Sorry, I always like it just if people are patient enough to leave it at 39, go quickly, do other things and come back, just because getting one is pretty easy.
Yeah.
No, we are just going to have a Mortar Punisher pushing straight through mid as we see Northern Touch get phase shifted so they can be healed back to, well, relatively full.
And a Dirt finding Valkymer over the wall. They're not able to even click their button.
Lightning Breath there was maybe a There's a lot of resources put on Velkman. Velkman did nearly go down, even as Joanna, but didn't quite work out. Fortunately for Counterpick Stupid, because they are still down that Talon. Oh, never mind, Janus did. Didn't quite work out. Death Dealer goes in.
As well as Zul'jin. This
Vala's
is
making it work. Despite the obstacles in their way, Vala's making it work. Immortal has jump up, not Immortal, Punisher has jump up again, but the team backs off. I think he could have gone some percent on 4 if he stayed a little bit, but that's alright.
Maybe.
You don't need to rush.
It seems like they weren't willing to risk it though. The death timers are still pretty low. I like this call to get some damage on mid instead, open up that lane.
Yeah, which hopefully it's the right lane. Hopefully this is where the boss is going to be. Ooh, shoving Valkymer there out of the Durance range. I don't know what I'm saying there. And Tomb came out, didn't quite find anyone. Everyone's getting low. Leap has been used. It's back up soon enough. Sleep finding Diablo. Valkymer goes down. Oh, Zul'jin, do what you can, because you are dead as soon as that drops. Yep. And Witzin dies.
Oh.
Again, we are on the shorter end of death timers, so they're not wanting to commit to a full end. They're just actually just going to take mid. Oh no, Pearlsummer goes
Vala is aggressive.
I mean, she hasn't really been punished so far this game. She has no reason not to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they just get mid, back off. They're not overstaying the
Yeah,
welcome.
I think if they wanted to here, they could just continue to push bottom. I mean, they've got a really big wave down there.
It's not needed. However, probably think next objective is mid, so you can just get what you can. Now everyone's up, back off.
Yeah, I mean, with a 3-level lead though, I feel like they can just stay here and continue to push. Like they have no reason not to be living in the enemy's base at this point.
Yeah. Absolutely, especially because you can see Sonya on map. You know, not everyone's down there, so you have that time to push in. And next objective is going to be caught before this next 16 marks for Counterpick shooting as well. So may as well get as much value on map while you can, and make sure that CSCS are a bit restricted in what they can do in the meantime. Because they're just living in their base at the moment. Well, this has definitely been more one-sided than I first imagined this map. It's really up until that first objective. I think that where it was really even, then it just kind of dropped off from there. In saying that...
Yeah, losing that fort so early, I think, caused CCS to fall a little bit behind, and they weren't able to catch up in time.
In saying that, we
have
seen many teams that we've seen many teams at this point get to, well, this point, and then something goes wrong and suddenly gets swung around. So I guess, can Gambit Gaming keep this up without making any mistakes? This is a big question mark.
They will get an even Palantir fight fairly soon. With all these lanes pushing forward, I think they're able to get 16 and then fight the next objective. They've got a really big wave pushing in top, as well as mid. So getting a 16 fight could be really big. You know, Jaina gets her 16. I think Zul'jin 16 is also pretty good. So they can take an even fight here, and that could be their chance to turn around this game.
Yep.
Unfortunately, though, they do have to spend a little bit of time clearing these wave, which is allowing Gambit Gaming to get a little bit of a head start on that Immortal. But they've really got to get over there soon because they can't afford to lose another.
Yeah, especially in this instance, it may just be an end at that point. And now I got you saying Immortal when it's put punishes.
Oh, did I?
Yep. Also, they have left this
is
very
a really
late.
good fight. Oh man.
I don't know.
Looks like
this
they're
is gonna
trying to
be
look for a
really
pick.
rough now.
They're gonna have to kill the entire team right here.
Yeah. Zul'jin has gone percent at 16 and sign up. Very split between the two teams. Leap coming out directly on top of Brightwing, but Brightwing does get a cleanse out into safety. Oh, that's one kill that you needed. But Punisher is still going straight to the core, so you need to just go for that now.
It was a Diablo kill as well, so he's
reset,
coming back.
Testing go
Zul'jin here in a little bit of trouble. Looks like he may be able to walk away.
He is.
He is able to walk away, but he's pretty hurt here, and they're still going to be defending this core against a Punisher and 5 members of Gambit Gaming.
Who are about to have their
Zul'jin
20s.
is able to, yeah. Zul'jin is able to rip through that Punisher pretty quickly, but everybody's looking really, really low on the side of can't counterpick stupid. Sonya is going to go down. Valkymer picking up some potions to heal up back there.
Unfortunately, 5 aces was caught directly in the middle of that Mephisto, whatever it's called. I can't remember.
Mimic.
Yep. They nearly had a good fight at the end.
They almost had it. Yeah. I do want to say the Leoric and Tomb really did a good job at splitting up members of CCS because we had Valkymer engaging on the backline. Vala was in a really bad position, stunned by Blessed Shield, but the other 4 members were not able to follow up because they just got completely zoned.
Yeah, that just space created by the Entombed alone was so good for the team. Just to quickly run through stats before we look at talents and such, and I'll ask you if anything stands out there. Leoric 124k siege compared to Sonya's 107, leading to a 17 to 12k difference between Soak. Hero damage, Vala 46,000, highest in the game by a decent margin actually. Zul'jin the highest on the opposition's team, can't count Back Stupid with 27,000, healing, Brightwing 65,000, Decad 51.
I would just like to say that in terms of the stats, every member of the 4-man on Gambit Gaming had 100% kill participation. The Brightwing, the Mephisto, the Diablo, and the Vala all had 100%. That's kind of cool. Job. You don't see that super often, yeah.
No, that's really good. I mean, Chelsea, pick it up. Get one pick and be offlane at least without others. But no, anything standing out to you in terms of talents outside of the Leoric Qs that I mentioned earlier?
I think it's interesting that Sonya went Mystic Spear at 13. That's not one that I really see a lot, as well as Battle Rage at 7. I usually see
this explained to me by Hoku. And it's very good reasoning. With Mystic Spear, you can pull yourself out of Entomb without using Leap.
Oh, actually, that's okay. Yeah, I see it now. I see it.
So now when I see it with Vizork, I'm like, actually, this makes sense to me now. I don't know if it's something they just chose to switch it up this time. I don't know if it's the usual talent, but it is actually a pretty good way to pull yourself out of Leoric's Entomb.
Yeah, I totally see that. Then for me, I think it's just Battle Rage at 7 is not something I typically see. I think Poison Spear is typically more chosen, at least in the games that I usually hear. Yeah,
maybe in the games you play, not in the ones I play.
Yeah, I usually take Poison Spear, and then at 13 I take No Escape, the extra movement speed.
It's like 20% move speed at that point.
No, I think it's 20
or adds
30.
20?
It's fast. I think it adds 20, so you're like 30% move speed. Like you can catch somebody on their mount.
Fast.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Speedy as heck.
Oh god, I better update scores before someone yells at me and it will be Tessidus again. It's always Tessidus. Alright, let's go back to the map view screen. And thankfully, that means Infernal Shrines is now done. We don't have to go back to it.
Sweet.
What map do you want to see next that hasn't been banned?
I always love a good BOE game or a good Towers of Doom game.
I want to see.
Those are probably some of my favorites.
I know people don't like it as much, but I do want to see Dragonshire. I really enjoy Dragonshire.
I like Dragonshire, but me and my team have recently come to the realization that we cannot play on Dragonshire. It's our worst map by far.
How? Do you...
We have a really hard time grasping the like high competitive side of rotations on that map because like when played optimally, you pretty much have one person anchoring the bot lane and then everybody else kind of rotates around.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult for us to understand, like just as a whole, like when we should be where.
Yeah, I guess.
And so we've kind of just been resorting to banning it at this point.
Boo. I mean, there are definitely maps I see people ban. I'm like, man, I just want to see it played like once in a blue moon.
Like Braxis. Nobody plays on Braxis.
I like Braxis. I guess I play the offlane as probably.
I don't mind Braxis, honestly.
I love Braxis.
It's so snowbally. Yeah.
I play Rexar, I play Braxis, I am happy. Such a thing you're just like, ooh.
Yeah.
I think we may see Tomb of the Spider Queen next.
Oh, maybe. I like Tomb.
Both teams have played it a lot. Both teams have a 100% win rate on it. across 3 maps, so I guess a low amount. So, sure, a low amount of games, but definitely a thing that could be interesting to see. I don't know if I've straight up missed for Lobby League, by the way. No, we haven't. They haven't made a decision yet. I guess the teams are wanting to think ahead about what they next choose. So I imagine we're going to see Counterpick Stupid go map pick, actually. Because I think this is a point where you start seeing people pick map pick more than first pick. Division C, it happens a lot, just because people definitely have maps they are far more comfortable on than others.
I've kind of been thinking that way too. Like, I used to just always go for first pick, but I've kind of been seeing more of the value in choosing a map and then being able to create a plan.
Yeah. Because, well, yeah, you go, we have to ban Valor or something like that. You can then go, we have this general game plan for this map. We can see they're not as good as it, and we are, like, pretty good at it. Why not?
Yeah.
Praxis can feel weird as a solo and when you're winning your lane, but team is dying on court. Yes, actually, that's true, Bob. That's probably one of the things I'm like, please, guys. There's, like, the Genji up here as well, please. Nothing frustrates me more than Genji on that map.
Team, help. Yeah, I think Genji is either a first pick or a first ban.
Which is really weird to think about in general.
Yeah.
It's definitely...
Genji is honestly just good when played correctly.
So not when I'm playing it, when anyone else is.
Not when I'm playing it either.
I
can't play Genji.
Anything that you have to push a bunch of buttons quickly in succession, I am bad at. Make me play Mal'Ganis, good luck everyone else on my team. We're screwed. Anubrak, same thing. Also, thank you Slyhog2007 for following. Yeah, unfortunately tanks are one of those things with on my ping. I really just can't play it to save my life. I will just die. Let me just whisper someone say, hey, what's happening with the map?
What's going on?
What's going on, guys? Oh, Sly, you've changed your name. Wait, so Sly Envy?
Oh, shoot.
Wait, no. It's Sly Hog and Sly Envy? What the
Wait.
Oh, no.
What the heck?
I don't like this.
They both have the underscore, too.
One's a capital S, one's a little s.
True, okay.
Capital S Sly, little s Sly, how you doing? That's going to be the only way I can actually differentiate you two without just going your full name. Which actually probably at this point.
Yeah, the names are the same color, too.
How dare they?
Man.
Generally, for me, Genji goes D in, miss skill shots, no one hits my deflect, E out. That's how I play it! Sly Hog used to be... Nietzsche? Oh, okay. People are looking at things far more than I am. Had no response from one of them. I'm concerned. Pink is open. Pink used to be my favorite color. It's not anymore.
I think I've grown to appreciate pink more.
You've never been a pink person?
Not really.
What did pink ever do to you?
Nothing.
Nothing, just don't like it. Fair enough.
I'm appreciating it more as I get older, but as a kid, I was like, ew.
I think I'm the same, actually. I think when I was younger, I was definitely like, ooh, that's a girl's color. Now I'm like, I love a good pink shirt.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was more just like, I had like this like strong urge to just like be different as a child. And so like, you know, all the other little girls are like, oh, I love pink. And I'm like, ew, I hate pink. Like, I'm so quirky.
Oh, no.
I was not cool as a kid. I was not it.
Neither was I. Yeah. I was the kid in an all-boys school doing theatre. Did not turn out well for me. Yeah.
I did theater as a very young child.
Oh,
We
I'm
had
not even talking about
like
young.
an after school program when I was in elementary school. And we did like little plays, and then I did like one play in middle school, but it was kind of terrible. Like just like not even like doing it, like the play was just awful. Like it was really really dumb.
I was doing like plays up. Oh god, I'm about to rat myself out. Like, up until I was like 22,
Mhm.
like amateur theater type thing.
Mhm.
Staff started emo phase in the womb, says Bob.
Honestly, yeah.
It's possible.
It's not a phase, Bob.
It's not a phase if it's been since literally the womb.
Mhm.
That is just life.
I did have like I had like a really angsty phase in like early middle school. But like the emo is forever.
Okay. Okay, good to know. Emo is forever. The famous
Emo is forever.
The famous words of stuff. Doesn't look like we have a map yet. It says one of the captains. Which is interesting. Oh, there we go, it's Dragon Shot. Yes! That's what I'm looking for. Can we see pics? The hot stingers. We've only just got into the map pick.
Mhm. It's been a little bit
minutes.
of waiting, but that's okay.
We got very in the end. Dragonshire, and it was picked by Counterpick Stupids. We can't see pics. Wait, what?
Hmm?
I absolutely misread a sentence then. Oh, no map confirmed geoconcept. Yep, there we go. Stream is catching up. Stream is catching up to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I love Dragonshire. I love the offlane, and I'd like to see. I guess I need to see how it's properly, like how it's quote properly in quote plays, with how you've set it with like a tank anchoring bottom and the rest roaming or whatever you have.
No, not even. Yeah, it's usually like
Junkrat.
a DPS like Junkrat, Hanzo, Chromie, are all really good at it. Just so you can like safely clear the wave and have vision control, so it's harder for you to be rotated on.
Oh yeah.
And then you want to have like mobile heroes that can rotate between lanes, like Sylvanas,
Phoenix.
Genji. I don't know about. I mean, that's a
I don't
hero
know.
pick.
Like, you can teleport. That's
might
a
want to check out some of Bronze Six's games because he got killed and he plays Phoenix.
Look, I've had the unfortunate displeasure of running into Killadin a lot when I've been playing Quick Match. I know what he plays at this point. I was going to be having a nice time, me and my 4 friends just doing dumb stuff. I try not to swear as
And
well.
then you queue into the
And then I see Killadin with like a few hours, I'm like, oh, end me, mate. As he's sitting there on the deep, I'm like,
DC.
God.
Just take the lever game.
I think we won against him once, so I will refuse to leave now. I'm like, oh, I've got my 1 win, I'm happy. That person, that's a far better player than I am. I'm just here to, like, play my silly little Murloc, and here he comes on Medivh. Wait, no, I shouldn't be revealing what heroes I've been practicing. Didn't hear anything, chat. Junkrat is a tier on D-Shot. Yeah, but Junkrat was banned last map now, I've got to think about it. So it's unlikely we see it here as well. Or likely we see it banned here as well, I should say.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best bot lane anchors.
In my head, I'm just thinking, nah, go Thrall and bot as a bot lane anchor, but that doesn't really clear as fast.
I have seen my scrim today. I saw Tyrael as a bot lane anchor. Apparently, he's quite good at it as well.
Yeah, well, I guess he can be built more bruisery. He has his Q to teleport out. Yeah, actually makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. Alright, Stukov banned out first. What are we going to see banned out first by Counterpick Stupid? Junkrat. Yep.
Junkrat.
It's like, it's going to be Junkrat. Why am I even asking the question? Line Boss is practicing Murky was what I heard. No, I don't know what you're on about, the Giblets.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? Well, I can't play Samuro anymore, so Murky's just as good. I wish they didn't get rid of his half trick, but I have to live with it.
I thought that was an intended feature when he came out.
I thought it was as well. Because they
remember, yeah, like I remember them saying something like, oh yeah, like that's intended to work that way. And then they were like, oh no, it's a bug, like we're taking it away. I don't know. Somebody needs to make up their minds.
But one dev has decided no, it shall go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably when they finally fixed the Orphea bug, they were able to fix the Samurai one as well, because that Orphea one was actually atrocious.
That one was game breaking, yeah.
Also, Vikings. I do not know how many people play Vikings, Bob, I'll be honest with you. There is one team in this division that does play it. But I know their offlaner, the person who does play it used to be in Storm Division a few seasons back, but has like stopped playing the game since then. But Vala and Garrosh are going to round things out. So no funny throws on this map, no one going over the mid wall to the bottom point. And we see Joanna picked up first, just this time by Northern Touch. If a Smurf that plays nothing but Murky or Illidan, Jesus Christ. That's the definition of insanity, McGiblets. Bro, what else would you actually... Oh, God.
No, it's a definition of insanity, honestly.
Hogger picked up, Rhaegar picked up. Some very strong heroes picked up early on. Hogger, of course, banned last time, so Zephyr able to get it this time.
Yeah, I think Rhaegar's really, really strong on this map. Good clear, good camp take. Really nice to have in the top lane when you're either pushing with or defending that top breezer camp.
You didn't actually have to add on this map. You could just say he's really good and call it there, because he is. He is just a good all-round healer at this point. Which I remember, like, literally 2 years ago, there's not many reasons to take him.
Yeah. When my dad was playing a lot of this game, he played a lot of Rhaegar when Rhaegar was not good.
Your dad?
And he stopped. My dad got me into this.
Oh my god!
My dad is like a hardcore WoW player. And he got me into WoW. And then this game came out and he was like, hey, you should play this. You can be Sylvanas. And I was like, I'm sold.
I'm in. That's my favorite emo girl.
Yeah. Honestly, the deep connection in my soul that I've felt with Sylvanas since I was a child is probably... It makes a lot of sense.
Thank God they didn't ruin the character or anything in WoW recently.
There's a reason I don't play WoW anymore.
Every time I've tried to get into WoW, I have just not been able to.
I played really hardcore in Legion and in the beginning of Battle for Azeroth. And then I fell off because BFA was so bad. And I tried to come back in Shadowlands, and I was like, this story is terrible.
See,
And the, like, one daily thing, it was like, you had to go to Torghast, and you had to do your, like, it was like a little scenario type thing. And when it first came out, it was really fun, and you would, like, group up and go in and do it, and then they ruined it.
Oh no!
And it became really unfun. And that was like the way that you got your legendaries and upgraded your legendaries. And I was like, I'm not doing Torghast, which means my damage is gonna suck. I'm not gonna scale, so I just quit.
Yeah, that's entirely reasonable. I mean, I can't even blame me disliking MMOs because I play Final Fantasy XIV and I play Guild Wars 2, so both two other MMOs.
Yeah. Also, we're not really talking about this draft at all. We're talking about World of Warcraft.
I know, but like, look, Zul'jin Lucio picked up. The things we missed to say during bans were Brightwing and Stitches, banned by both teams 1 and 2. And we can see Decade and Ubrak picked up for the side of Can't Can't Look Stupid.
Wait. That's 2 healers.
That is 2 heals. Rhaegar.
Are they planning on running like a... I mean, maybe? Or are they planning on running like a 2-3?
Maybe.
With like Rhaegar, Hogger... rotating between
Decade is a really awkward
top and mid. Oh, that's why.
Yes, I didn't have make sense. Right, keep Hammer alive.
That I'm a little weirded out by that comp, but maybe they know something I don't. Maybe this is the strat.
It's not the easiest way. Anubrak isn't the easiest thing to protect Hammer with either. He's not really a wall. You can dive well with him, but zoning people away from Hammer is going to be the big question mark here. Especially with
they do have a lot of
Sands.
poke damage. Yeah, they do have a lot of poke damage with Chromie, but Lucio and Zul'jin aren't really able to do much into Hammer. So maybe that poke won't be quite enough with those.
Guillotine!
I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be a bad match for it. With the single DPS, Zul'jin shouldn't feel very threatened. I'm just a little worried for a Nubarak. Like,
that was one of
if
the
Zul'jin gets
fastest
stacked,
waves.
he might just... Yeah, it was. When Zul'jin gets stacked, a Nubarak might just have an incredibly hard time.
Right. Not talking about WoW anymore. Talking about the game more and more. Let's introduce the team. So who do we see on the side of Gambit Gaming there, Snarf? Blue.
On the side of Gambit Gaming, we have Lucio, played by Krizo. We have Salsero on Chromie, Chelsea on Dahaka, Persimmon on Zul'jin, and Northern Touch on Johanna.
And on the other side of things, we do have Zephy on the Hogger. Hitting bottom immediately, Dr. Evil on the Hammer, Witsend on the Rhaegar, Velcomet is on the Bug, and Ubrak, and rounding things out is going to be 5 aces on the My Game for us. Nope. Deckard Kane.
Oh, are you back in?
Cast it down. I'm back in now.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
No.
Okay,
I'm back in.
It's a 4v4 in the bot lane.
I'm back in, don't worry.
And, okay.
The line busters rejoined the game. Oh. Don't know why that happened.
Camera. Oh, yeah, weird. I didn't lose you, so...
It's freezing again. What the
we have things happening in the
now.
bot lane. We actually... Okay.
Okay. Game? We're gonna chill game? I think we are. I like that already no one has picked up mid, so we've already given up on that lane entirely. Oh, someone has. Hogger's going down.
Yeah. The offlaners were brawling there a little bit. We got both these camps being picked up by the respective teams. Tanks clearing out that bot lane, keeping vision of each other.
I have to say, of all teams, CCS is probably the team I expect the most to play double healer. I have seen them do it before with Rhaegar. But Rhaegar can do a decent amount of damage himself with that lightning shield and picking up bite talents at 7.
Yeah. For sure. And their control over this shrine is pretty good with Sergeant Hammer. It's going to be pretty difficult for blue team to push up a little bit.
But similarly, it's quite hard for... Oh, that's going to get annoying for Dr. Evil just slowly getting booped back by Lucio. Because as much as you say it's hard for blue to press up, which nice kill on an Ubrak by the way, it's even harder for Counterpick stupid to press up.
Yeah, I think they're having a hard time even fighting within Hammer's range before she gets her range increase. So I think this is going to have to be a slow burn kind of game for CCS.
Yeah. 7 makes it easier, but by no means does that make the game done. You have to get to the point. So Chromie's not a bad one flanking bottom, actually, now I think about it with hourglasses.
Yeah, she's quite good, especially if you pick up Time Walker's Pursuit at 1. You can periodically get vision of that mid triangle if you're worried somebody's going to be rotating on you.
No, but it looks like we are going to go W build instead on her. We've only the speed hourglass picked up, which is definitely an interesting one.
That's the one I usually take.
That's the one I see the least.
Really?
When I play Chromie, actually, I flip between either the armor and draw anomalies. The triple. Oh,
the multiples, yeah.
Especially on maps like this where you want vision, because it means you can have one to protect you and just put one in the middle of the triangle.
I was taking that one for a while, but I was told that it's not usually the best one because sometimes you'll end up screwing over your teammates by accidentally catching them in a trap.
Yup. Or you do that, it means Zul'jin can't hit his W, which doesn't matter too much, but still, that's a good dive by Velcomet, creating space for Hammer to actually step up. And this will actually get much easier when Hammer gets either the range or the movement. Witsend very aggressive compared to the rest of the team. But no, Velcomet does make their space, and we can see Northern Touch gets rooted. No Iron Skin, they are slowly trying to get out. And Witsend for Rhaegar finding the kill.
Nice. Super aggressive Rhaegar play, and I'm definitely glad to see it, because in this comp, like, Rhaegar is basically your melee assassin.
Yeah. I mean, he does do good damage. There's no point. There's like, it's a hard time stopping him, but we do see Rhaegar is the one to step into the Dragon Knight.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, and that's probably the thing. It's going to be really hard just to burst one person down if the healers are on top of it.
Yeah. I think as the game goes longer, I think a Nubrak will be under a lot more pressure, you know, like the more Zul'jin gets stacked. But between the two healers, they may be able to keep up with that. Really nice tongue coming out. Does he have an E to get away? Yes, he does.
Oh, but not all the way up, but unfortunately damage isn't quite there to follow up. Zul'jin stacking off mid currently off the Dragon Knight. And he gets kicked.
We do see Chromie completing her her level 1 quest, the deep breathing, so that is pretty nice for them.
Nope. Persimmon a bit scared they're going to get kicked, so they did have to back off before they went down to the Dragon Knight.
They're stacking pretty well though. They're already at 20 stacks at 5 minutes in the game.
That's quick. Oh. You can see Hammer slowly making their way up, but takes a lot of damage to that Sands alone. Minus 35 healing. It's a lot, it turns out, from the Joanna. So I actually do like the pickup of Sin's Exposed. I don't usually see it picked up, but into double healer, it does very well.
Yeah, I agree. I do really like that pickup here. I think it'll make it easier to get kills
like
that one. Especially if Rhaegar talents into Ancestral. Hitting somebody with that as the Ancestral's coming out really reduces, what is it, like 40%? 35. Yeah. 35% less healing on Ancestral healing can really help you secure that kill even with it coming out. So
Insane that low.
There's also a Hawker pick coming out. It looks like they might have lost the 1v1 against the Haka.
Ooh, I missed that.
Yeah.
I was saying, in saying that, I really would like to see Bloodlust.
This isn't a bad Bloodlust comp, but I don't think it's an amazing Bloodlust comp either, because you're really only buffing Hammer.
Yeah. A new Brett can be buffed, and I know I have seen Valkyma go the auto attack Acid Drench Mandibles before. Both teams have 10, so I guess we'll see soon enough what it is. Sino, Lucio, high 5, rewind, temporal loop, Chromie, I should say. Isolation to Haka. Zul'jin went to the... Boo, he went for right talent. He went for right talent, you suck. Yep, but he did go Taz Dingo, and we see West Shield. On the other side of things, it is Ancestral at the end of the day. But we do also see Stay a While and Listen, Hortapult, Napalm Strike, and rounding things out is going to be Cocoon on the Nubrak, which can help balance out the fight if you manage to remove that Zul'jin for long enough.
I think that's probably going to be, or going to have to be the web target, just because he threatens a Nubrak so much. This is a really nice camp steal. Or I guess it's not a steal, just a defense from Dahaka attempting to invade.
I like seeing Dahaka just round the corner go, actually, don't want to be there. Actually,
never mind. Because Rhaegar had to rotate though, this gives Gambit Gaming a good opportunity to get a little bit of push on this bottom tower. It looks like Rhaegar is coming around for a potential flank here.
Purges off cooldown is probably
There he is going in. Cocoon coming out on Lucio. Taz Dingo being popped, but he's stuck in a pretty bad spot here. Ancestral coming out onto Rhaegar as well. We got one going down already. Krizzo is taking a lot of damage. Time stop is out. They are able to get away. Northern Touch, however, in a little bit of a bad spot. The boop is gonna miss.
So I was a bit scared that Krizzo was gonna be found for all that as well. But now we can see Hammer slowly marching up. They don't need mana, they just need to auto attack a bunch. And we can see that they are slowly making their way further and further across. Witsy and Rhaegar is making their way up to the objective to get it in their favor. To cap it, I should say.
Nice time stop coming out from Chromie to just save herself from that initial damage from Burrow Charge. Valkyrie is taking a lot of damage here. Wow.
Yep, that is a...
Finding that kill is pretty huge for them here. It really kind of limits CCS's ability to just dead push with this Dragon Knight and Hammer. So I think that kill for them was really important.
And it makes things very even in terms of the actual levels a lot now. Very close kills, very close experience. Lucio also high 5 normal touch before, so we weren't kicked, but wasn't able to do it for Belsimon. Oh, Dahaka's dead to Hogger this time. I was watching the Dragon, I just completely forgot to watch what was happening up top. And that will give Counterpick a little bit of time to get a little bit more of an experience lead. As Hogger dying, give it experience as well as not Hogger dying. Hogger getting the kill does well for it, and that is going to be Temple of Loop. A little bit of an overpredict from Chromie there, just didn't quite get the money on the target.
They're going in for an engage, but it's going to be countered by Blessed Shield and followed up with a lot of damage from Sans. However, Daywild Enlisted is going to catch every member, pretty much, of Gambit Gaming. A lot of damage from both sides. Dahaka does burrow into the backline, but doesn't find anybody. So both teams just walking away.
Yeah, big buttons pushed.
Nobody dies.
Not much else happened, yeah.
Yeah. I also would like to say, even though the talent tiers are fairly even,
Coming out. Oh, that's Hogger going down first. Chelsea very low, way too aggressive into that. Northern Touch gets stunned at the end, and that is going to be a offlaner for a tank. Not the best of trades, but at least Counterpick Stupid did manage to get the punish at the end onto Joanna.
Oh, what I was going to say. Even though the XP and kills and everything are fairly even right now, TCS has a lot more push going on into Gambit Gaming structures. Like, between the damage that they have on mid and bottom, they've pretty much gotten an entire fort so far, where Gambit Gaming has barely tickled the bottom fort of Can't Counterpick Stupid.
The Zul'jin's also at 43 stacks at this point. That
is a lot of stacks.
Going to hurt the Nubrak. Think I'm getting hurt. Chromie, nice timeout. Lucio is put into the cocoon. Chromie's timeout won't last forever, but Chelsea does burrow behind and gets the tongue with Dr. Evil, so the damage can't be followed up. Once again, Chromie not quite getting a W in the correct spot, but we do see that it is Hammer going down, and it is Nubrak soon to follow.
Control both shrines.
So I'm just watching this little chase going on down bottom as well as 5 aces still somehow get out. But yeah, I think that was the first decisive fight that we've really had this game, especially in favor of Gambit Gaming, as 5 aces unfortunately can't get out of that one.
First structure of the game is going to go to Gambit Gaming.
We're at the 12-minute, we're at the 11-minute mark, and we haven't even seen a structure till now. That's impressive. It just shows how even it's been so far between these two teams.
Yeah.
Which I like that Can't Counterpick Stupid are doing a lot, feeling a lot more comfortable with this match compared to the last one. Map compared to the last one, I should say, sorry. Hogger's making the way down bottom. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of switch up. No, Hogger has to come back. This is potentially the first Dragonite that Gambit Gaming can get, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of effort to make sure that they can't just pick it up easily. Nice timeout by Chromie, and Salsaro is able to get out to safety. Yes, they heard you.
Sometimes I forget.
The corner. Huh? Sorry, I just saw the chat. Guess they heard you about siege damage.
Yeah.
Now it's the objective in favor of Can't Counterpick Stupid, so Gambit Gaming have ones to keep an eye on everything. Ancestral used.
Interesting.
Well, I guess it means Valkymer can go in
coming in on Chromie. Yeah. Web out on the Lucio, and they're still on this chase here. Persimmon is on the flank, almost taking out Hammer inevitably, but trading for it.
I think that's a good trade, though, if you're the side of Gambit Gaming. That's such a large chunk of the damage, but Zul'jin, yeah, is absolutely shredding at this point. But he's dead, so there's a lot of the damage missing from both sides. At least one team still has a Chromie, and one just has a very aggressive Rayya.
Yeah. Hogger does do a fair amount of damage, though.
Yeah.
Valkymer is going in on this backline, but he's going to back off. Hogger looks like they're going to be going up to take that top lane cap. Valkymer, though, taking a lot of damage, popping their spell shield, but still not looking very healthy, getting pumped, getting booped around a little bit. Hogger is here diving into the backline, though. Krizzo taking so much damage. Time Loop comes out. Northern Touch, though, also getting low, as 3 members are on the chase there. Looks like they're going to start to back off.
I didn't know until now, but there is Ancient Blessings on Decade at level 13.
Ah!
So
That's
while
a
we
really
don't
good
see
pickup.
Bloodlust, we do see that. cocoon coming out of Zul'jin. Velkhama gets hit by the tongue.
Oh, the tongue! He's got an E though, and Chromie's gonna go down instead.
Deck of Cain. Oh, Deckard is Scroll of Stone Curse, so they do actually bring out a decent amount of damage with that as well. If
Yeah,
Velkhama,
field study at 1 as well.
yeah, if Pilseman wasn't in that cocoon there, Velkhama was definitely dead. There are no two ways about it. Oh, this is such a weird, this is such a weird way to play this map. People are everywhere. If you could ask me what was happening this map, I would just shrug. I don't know, man. There's a double heal with a hammer. The
Yeah,
other team
it's
was
a
just
little
kind
green
of
for sure.
stacking a while. Think about in trouble. We can just see people backing out. The Horde gets thrown at Chelsea. Chelsea goes for tongue, doesn't quite find it. You know, we can see Wits End is zoning out everyone with 5 aces. Does get the Dragon Knight.
Flashlight missed.
Very unfortunate there. Ooh, Ancestral. Good Ancestral. I mean, at least it was actually the Rhaegar not in it for once. Chirp is hard stacking Zul'jin. Yeah, 67 stacks now.
I don't know what it is about this match, but I'm finding it particularly hard to cast.
Oh yeah, no, it. Look, I've casted so many times. In this match, I'm looking at going, I don't know, man. Oh, Northern Touch got
Dragon Knight is gonna go down.
Dragon Knight
Yeah,
down.
that was weird. The animation must have just made it.
Hogger has been found. Chriso getting aggressive. Does have heavy casters able to pull through. Nice temporal loop, but I think Hogger has spin. No, they do not. They take a decent amount of damage.
It doesn't look like they have spin quite yet.
No, they used it just before. That's right. But yeah, that is a good kill. And 20s are now through for the side of Gambit Gaming. So we're going to see Mixing Fire. Piercing Sands of Chromie was picked up 2 levels ago. Taz Dingo upgrade of Armani Resilience picked up, so they heal for the damage they do while they're in that mode. And we also see Indestructible and Pack. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Apex Predator.
Apex Predator?
on Dahaka. So Dahaka is gonna really be more of a global and just go everywhere. I wish Wind Tunnel wasn't so good, so you could pick up Epic Mount from Felstart.
Right?
Because it is a good talent. His talent outside of the 20. His talents are good. His 20 hinterlands. His
We got
talents
a
are
big
good.
flank coming out here.
Yeah. Chromie just got hit by every single stun of the Anubarak. Didn't have a choice.
Lucio
And that's
silence
Lucio.
with that upgrade. Respect the elderly.
You gotta
So
respect the elderly.
good.
Wits End. Okay, Wits End, we get it. We get it. You
Get
want
'em.
the Joanna, but I don't think you can kill that one by yourself.
Probably not, unfortunately.
Very aggressive dogs. Who trained it? They did not train it well.
Within the shrines. Seize them.
All while that was happening, by the
Yeah.
way, Chelsea was soaking top. So we are trying to get that push back in their favor, and we can see that it's still not ideal, but at least we're getting into a better spot. But it is going to be...
I would really like to see them just take this keep here, and it looks like that's what they're going to try to do.
Yep. Can't counterpick stupid, slowly pushing it up. Joanna going to go down, see if they can slot. Meanwhile, Rhaegar and Hogger finding the bruiser behind. So they have a decent push coming out, actually. And, oh, I was going to say, that's very aggressive. Chelsea?
Earn his power and destroy your enemies.
I don't know what else to say here.
Yeah,
we're
with this bruiser camp coming up, this is a really safe push for Can't Counterpick Stupid. I think they can really safely just stay in the spell armor and slowly push down this keep with hammer.
Yeah, and the thing to note, it is ultra capacitive, so stepping up becomes more and more dangerous for Gambit Gaming. They can't just let Hammer keep auto attacking because it's going to do a lot when she gets that ultra capacitive fully up there. The flashlight coming out. Not Dr. Evil being slowed down, but Northern Touch is just forced outwards. Chromie getting hit by stun, but no follow up on her. Northern Touch does have indestructible pops. Oh, I don't know. This is actually such a. I'm oddly tense
Oh,
about
it's so
this one.
close.
Oh, they're building so close to being down.
They're
but
gonna
just
walk
fail.
away. Yeah.
Oof.
I do kind of wish they'd stayed. They still had so many resources available. You know, they have Ancestral. I think they could have definitely stayed for that one, especially with Indestructible being popped already.
Yeah, because now we know Joe can't. Joe will be a bit more timid for the next couple of minutes until she does get that back. Chelsea just walking straight over the objective right as Velkhama leaves it, but it doesn't
Wow.
matter. It's too late. Once again, we can see that Rhaegar is going to be in the Dragon Knight. What are they doing? That was my question. They haven't really gone far. They're very slow walk up for the Dragon Knight. But I guess they don't want Zul'jin to stack even further than they already have. Because they're at 80 stacks of you want Axe now. Because yeah, Perlsum is going to be one to get kicked.
It's a lot.
But high five
Yeah.
comes through for Prisma. Yes, Dahaka is Apex Predator at 20.
A lot of poke damage coming out on the back line. Hammer is having a little bit of a hard time stepping up to this building, and the Dragon Knight is taking a lot of damage as well. We do see Sleep come out. That's going to be the silence put onto Johanna. She's so low.
Lucio.
High five is going to come out to secure her getting out of there, but Chromie here in the back line is really, yeah,
Yeah.
coming out of her time stop, but not a lot of options available. This again is a really nice opportunity for CCS to just continue pushing with their hammer and continue to take this keep.
Yeah, you have the numbers. You don't have to respect the space anymore. You can just push
There's a cocoon coming out on Lucio, leaving Zul'jin fairly vulnerable, but Rhaegar is taking a lot of damage from those auto attacks, and they are gonna walk away just barely.
Hammer has the engine fully going. She had that full auto attack speed. I didn't know how Lucio's getting out of it, but it turns out they weren't. This is
Yeah.
a big got it. And now we can see a very slow core call, but a core call bit coming out.
Ooh.
Maybe not. Rhaegar goes down, so Zul'jin finds the kill.
I still like this core call. Nice and stoppable from Hammer, stopping the drag. Isolation is going to come out, but not before she's able to get Napalm Strike out to do a little bit of extra damage.
I want to mention that Northern
however-
Touch was saved by the core. The core managed to stun Valkymer, turn them into that stone, so they were unable to get the kill onto Joanna. However, that looks like it is going to be a kill onto Hogger, so that very much is your leave call now. As Dr. Evil does get rewound.
Ooh.
Oh, but Zul'jin nearly went down to the beast.
Ooh.
Well, 5 aces, good luck.
The
Nope.
core is still taking damage from multiple catapults down bottom. It's going to be left at 39%. However, I think Gambit Gaming has enough time to end here if they just go bot.
They're not really committing it to it, though. They're taking a long time to
Yeah,
get
they're
there.
taking a very long time. I don't think they have time anymore.
Yeah, Rhaegar's up now. Anubrak can stall things out for a while as well.
As long as they don't die, Gambit Gaming is not able to end here.
You gotta be very patient if you're both witnessing the Valkymer.
It looks like they're gonna try for it.
Nice stun. Oh, the core
Stun's
following
coming
up.
out from that core mechanic. However, you know, they do a lot of damage to that core.
Yeah, especially.
Looks like Valkymer might be stalling with their life.
Oh.
Oh, they're gonna
Oh.
barely. No, the flashlight catches them.
Hogger goes in.
This could actually be it. Just Zul'jin and Chromie both doing so much damage to that core. It looks like
Zingo.
CCS is gonna be unable to defend. Wow.
Oh,
What a close game.
so close. So close at the end, but yeah. What a game that one was. I was lost for words
Wow.
over that game.
Yeah.
It's not often that I'm
It's
lost
really-
for words in games anymore, but that's
Yeah,
definitely one of
it's
them.
really unfortunate that CCS lost that one in the end. They were very ahead for just on structures for most of that game, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, dying on core that late can just end in, you know, you losing instead.
It happens. And yeah, as
Mhm.
Bob surmises, Zul'jin had a lot of stacks, as I can't see it now, but I think they had 90 something by the end.
They had a lot, yeah.
Just like a lot in general. But to quickly touch on stats as I ping people in Discord seeing if they want to have a chat with us. It is going to be Gambit gaining. So Dahaka, 193k siege compared to 169k siege with Sergeant Hammer. So Sergeant Hammer absolutely doing a lot. We also have 116k hero damage compared to 103 from Chromie. Healing, Lucio 135, and well, albeit there were two healers, they both had to do a lot of work by the looks of things, because between Deckard and Rhaegar there was 196,000 healing. So no, Soak, 27,000 Dahaka, 20,000 on Hogger. So Dahaka absolutely was doing work, especially with that Apex Predator at the end, because definitely one of the lesser picked talents that we see. More often than not, you see the upgrades to both heroics, but it's nice to see the Apex Predator. Anything else stand out to you in terms of talents?
Chromie build looks pretty good. Pretty standard W build, I think. Rhaegar looks pretty good as well. And the rest of them, I don't really know.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Yeah, also I need to kick my cat out. Give me 1 second.
No worries. But yeah, things that stand out to me. I never know which one's correct with Sergeant Hammer, but that appears to be correct there. And I'm waiting, specifically waiting until start. Velcomer rates 1. Thank you, Velcomer. Greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, yeah, everything kind of standard-ish. I do really like Elemental Conduit. It's one of my favorite. When I'm going W build specifically, I do really enjoy picking it up for Rhaegar because they are talented shields. Wait, are they? Yeah, they're talented lightning shields.
Yeah.
Like, they do a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Snarf, we are going to go have a quick interview with the side of Gambit Gaming, so meet me over in NGS Discord.
Lovely.
Question is, how long will it take people to turn up? We have one. But will we have Gambit Gaming appear soon? Yes, we do. Crizzo, which I think I need to turn up if I recall correctly. And we have Northern Touch. How are you guys feeling after that match?
Sweaty.
It's way sweatier than I hoped.
Especially that last one I imagined. But we'll start it with the less sweaty one. That first map, how were you guys feeling coming out of that?
I mean, we played that map like exactly how we like to play it, which is like get ahead, especially in macro, and then get to Shrine first, and then push everything down, and then that gives you more time to get more camps, which gives you more macro, and it's just kind of snowballed out of control, which is something that map can do sometimes.
Yeah, and I think Snarf mentioned that early on it did look quite even, but you guys very clearly just had a plan coming into that map.
Yeah, as soon as you guys were able to take that the mid fort with the first objective, it felt like from there you were able to just kind of snowball until you had a 3+ level lead.
Yeah, it was weird at one point because we were like, okay, like we had taken, I think it was Top Keep, and then we were like, okay, well, they're gonna respawn. We see them respawning in like 10 seconds. What do we do? So we just started rotating between keeps instead because the kills were only getting us so far. So we had to switch our tactics a little bit. And but generally during the game, I think like our game plan came out, which was definitely control the shrine. They didn't have like a lot of CC naturally. Like a lot of them was CC and ult, so Leap, Sonya Leap, or Joe Shield, or that sort of thing. So if we were able to dodge any one of those, our team generally had more damage, I think.
Yeah, it felt like Vala was really able to just kind of run through the map pretty uncontested. Especially like you said, if like Leap is dodged or like Blessed can't make it to her or anything like that. And there were also a lot of entombs that were able to really just split up the enemy team. Like there was an engage towards the end of the game where Blessed Shield came out on like 2 members of the backline and the tank, and Leoric was just able to completely wall off the rest of the other team, so they weren't able to follow up on it.
Yeah, Chell is really good at flanking, especially. So like the north to south entombs are really good because it allows your team to not only retreat, but you also have like a target in the entomb that you can focus on if you need to. So he's always looking for that, and you can tell that he knows what he's doing when he's looking for a flank like that.
Yeah, it worked out really, really well.
Yeah, and I guess my other big question coming out of that is your Vala always going to go auto attack? Even into that, it was probably one where I would have, albeit I wouldn't really pick Vala much, but it seemed very interesting to go auto attack Vala into the Flashlight Joe as well as other things like Azul'jin who can outrange her. Is that just generally how Persimmon likes to play the build?
Pearl's gonna play however he wants to play. There's no changing anything that he does.
Oh,
there's no limit to the amount of stacks that he wants. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, he's going to get his stacks.
Right. That leads us to the second map of Dragonshire. Were you guys expecting a double healer double healer Sergeant Hammer to come on out from the enemy side?
I mean, it's not something you see typically. I mean, that map you can play in a ton of different ways. 1-1-3 works, 1-3-1 works, and the classic like 1-4. And they went to like the 1-4. So it was interesting because like I thought originally when we saw their entire draft that we had a draft that countered theirs pretty well with the Chromie and with the Joe with the flashlight and that sort of thing. And but as soon as I think it was Wits End that was playing Rhaegar, like came from the flank, he was actually really good at diving on. And we actually had a lot more trouble melting the cocoon than I thought we would.
Yeah, because really, if it's Lucio out of here, it's not too bad melting Cocoon, because he at least does decent autos, but we can see there was a shift from Zul'jin to Lucio with the Cocoon at one point, and Chris, I think you were feeling a bit targeted by the end of that one.
You know, I felt a bit picked on, but it's okay.
It's also a bit rough for him because, like, with the Lucio into the hammer and into the double like front line, like he kind of has to step up really far, and they kind of want to be either on top of you or he's gonna get sieged down when he's trying to heal us when we're up front. So it was definitely a rough game for him coming out of the cocoon when he got cocooned, or even just trying to step up to heal anybody with his trait. So
yeah, the Deckard follow-ups really got me. Cocoon's fine, like I can get out of that, but with the Deckard right behind it, nah.
Yeah, there were a couple times where I think late game, once Deckard had upgraded the ult for Respect the Elderly, you got caught by like just like the barely the end of the sleep, got silenced, and then that was it for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of any other questions I really had. I guess the ending. The ending. How was that ending feeling at that point where you've got the enemy knocking on your door, slowly getting it down, but because of just a few fortuitous stuns by the core, you guys got to barely hold on and just run it down quickly. What was going through your heads at that point, if there was anything going through the heads at that point?
I mean, I think we were calling out the amount of time that people were up and what we could do at that point. I needed to flashlight the basically the hammer on cooldown if I could and trade out effectively. I did see that I think it was the Hogger overdove. I'm trying to remember who's the first kill. I think it was Hogger, right?
I think it was Hogger.
Yeah, Hogger dove in pretty far, like despite the team, and I think his team might have been calling core at the time, and we were able to blow up him up just as some of the members came back up, and that kind of turned the fight. But I think actually their comp was worse at doing core than they thought it was, and that core mechanic is pretty good, and the only way they can do damage to core is to actually sit for 4 of them is to sit on top of it. So as long as the Sergeant Hammer was relatively blinded, the core wasn't going to go down fast enough to let us back up. They needed one more kill.
Yeah. Right, I guess that's it for me for questions. Snarf, do you have anything else?
No.
Right, in that case, I guess the floor is yours, Chris O'Northern. If you have anything to say, any thanks, any comments about the match in general, now is the time.
Shout out to you guys for casting. I know you took the game late, but we appreciate any casts we get. Big shout out to CCS. Really like those guys. Great long-time team, and always bring out some tricky stuff. We had them teasing doing some juice pirates in chat earlier on. So
I saw Snarf would have left. Snarf would have actually left as the thing. So thank God you guys did it.
I actually would have DC'd.
And honestly, I've had more experience against Juice Pirates than I have against that Hammer comp. So this was a learning experience for me. So I appreciate that one. But congratulations to them for a good set, especially that last game. And thanks to everybody watching.
And Chris, anything from you?
Yeah, special shout out to Sal for playing game 2 with the baby in his lap. That was something else.
As he was coming out of the core, he's like, "Uh-oh, he's pressing buttons." We're like, "Uh-oh."
That's not the thing you want to hear right at the end.
No.
Yeah, because we immediately thought they're gonna cheese bot with the hammer, and we see Sal's like slowing up a little bit or going like back and forth in the wrong direction, and we're like, oh, okay. But yeah, he played pretty well with a baby on his lap. So
I can't imagine.
Props to him. I used to play WoW with a lady who would breastfeed while she raided. It takes dedication.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, no biters allowed, please.
Yeah.
Right, but that will be it from us two for you guys. So again, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a good rest of your evening, and Snarf, I will call you back.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night, guys. GG's.
Let's call Snarf. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
So, how do you feel at the end of that series?
Good. Pretty good. I need some water though.
I have like a big liter water bottle next to me, basically, that I refill.
I have a
between
really, I have a bad habit of like only drinking water out of like mugs, and so I find myself getting up all the time to refill them. I need to get like an actual water bottle.
Yeah, but across like the last 3-ish hours, I've probably gone for about like 2 liters of water. Which I don't know what that is, and don't ask me what that actually is.
I can picture it.
Okay, good. Because I do not know what's like that is in fluid ounces, or whatever you guys use.
Yeah.
But right, Snarf, now that you're streaming again, where can people find you?
Oh yeah. You can find me on Twitch at Snarfungus, where I am actually currently doing stream things. So yay for me.
After so long.
Yeah.
I've gone, I'll fix it, I swear.
I know. I ended up having to just install a completely new OBS software, and then I was able to connect my Twitch, so that was really cool.
Is it OBS Studio?
Something. I don't know.
Okay, good. Don't know. Fine.
It's something. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, you can find me there. I think I'm gonna be streaming our NGS match on Saturday, and maybe the match that we have on Sunday as well. I'm not sure yet.
God, you're doing back-to-back matches, God.
Yeah.
No thanks.
We did like back-to-back scrims too. We had a scrim yesterday. We had a scrim today. We have nothing tomorrow, and then we have a game Saturday and a game Sunday.
Ugh. Alright.
Yeah.
That is gonna be it from me as well. I should probably find someone to rage, and let's just go Alicia. Let's go Alicia.
I was gonna say Alicia's live.
Yeah, so we were at Alicia. Alicia does play a lot of HOTS. She has been doing more variety as of late, and it's always fun to lurk in her channel. But that will be it from us. I have been the other caster here, the Line Bus. You can find me well on this channel. It feels weird talking about myself in a third person like that. But no, to everyone watching, thank you so much. I always appreciate when there's an audience, because it's definitely far more fun talking to others as opposed to a wall that is myself. So I guess at the end of the day, take care everyone, and I guess we'll see you all in the Nexus. Bye for now.